Welcome to this week's Artist on Art for May 13th, 2013. I have the great pleasure of speaking with Brooke Bradford.
Yes, thank you. It's a pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Local artist, videographer, activist, web designer, music composer.
I do a lot of things. I don't know what I do. Well, I do audio pretty well, but most of the things I just do.
Brooke Bradford, audio's got to be the hardest.
I think it is.
Yes.
And, I always say if I do a good job of audio, you can't tell I did anything.
Exactly. But boy, if it's off, people will hate it.
Yeah.
Especially with video. It's interesting. A lot of people, when they hear this, they go, what? But I have been told and have experienced that for video production, audio, people will forgive badly recorded video. Mm-hmm. People will not forgive.
Then why is there so much bad audio out there in video if people aren't forgiving of it?
I don't know. I think that's a really good question.
I kind of thought that people just don't understand its importance, and that's why there's so much bad audio. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people are just kind of like, ew.
Yeah, they just reject it, and they don't know why. I also heard that if the footsteps aren't correct, if they don't hear the footsteps, people will dislike a movie for no other reason. They'll know something's off.
Yeah.
They can't tell you why. They can't tell you, but they won't like it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's true with a lot of video and audio. You just don't know why you don't like it. And there's a lot of things that people filter out when you're listening. There's background noise all around us. And it could be incredibly annoying. And you could be annoyed and not know why.
Oh, yeah.
It's the noise that you're hearing.
So Brooke Bradford has been in Santa Cruz for the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
And you come to us from Nevada?
Originally, I kind of filtered up through Nevada. I started out in radio in Carson City, where I grew up, and then moved up to Tahoe, and then down to Salinas. So actually, I've been in California since the mid-'80s.
Right on. Good for you.
Yeah.
So not only is Brooke Bradford all those other things that I mentioned, she is also a radio DJ.
Well, it's been a while since I've DJ'd.
But you have, and you also did K-Pig for a couple of years?
I was the production director there. I made the spots and the K-Piggy things.
So audio is something that you've spent a lot of time doing.
Yeah, I've always liked audio. I liked audio before there was digital audio to do.
Me too, Brooke. When you talk about tape?
Oh, yeah, tape. I remember going to a concert, my first concert. We sat behind the mixing board, and I just stared at the mixing board the whole time at a concert. And as a teenager thinking, I'd like to do that.
Nice. And what concert was it, Brooke?
America.
Wow.
America. I'm really dating myself. You can do magic. You can have everything. Bad singing. You could have some better singing, maybe.
So, Brooke, you're also doing something pretty darn exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah, you're doing the
MINIfest Destiny.
MINIfest Destiny. And that is happening
on Friday night.
This Friday night.
This Friday night at the Museum of Art and History in Santa Cruz.
At what time?
5 to 8. 5
to 8. And so MINIfest Destiny is a short film festival.
It's an open film festival for films under 5 minutes without any judgment or any bougie film festival element to it. No bougie.
Explain to us, Brooke, what is bougie?
A lot of people, when I told them I was going to have the film festival, would say my material's not good enough because they believe, and we maybe in our culture we believe that you have to put out great video to be judged by people who are going to sit around and talk about the footsteps or talk about, what your depth of field was on the shot or how you made your point. And the point of this is not that. It's validation, and it's being able to show people's works that they put together, that people work really hard hard on, and they may be silly or they may be unprofessional, but they're awesome to see, and that's what I wanted to do.
That's wonderful.
Thank
so
you.
Again, May 17th.
May 17th.
Starting at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
At the Museum of Art and History here in Santa Cruz. And the MINIfest Destiny, unfortunately, has its deadline today.
It does have its deadline today.
At what time?
I'm
5 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm pretty flexible. I have a tech guy who's going to be on your show today as well.
That's right, Chris
Yes.
Gilvery.
Yes, he must be waiting outside. We're in the parking lot trying to get to the place. Anyway, he is my tech guy, and he's going to put the whole program together for me tomorrow. So I have a little bit of time and a little bit of wiggle space to get some more programming in.
Okay, and so people can get a hold of you by going to, well, first of all, you have a website, sheepinspace.com, and you also have a Facebook page, and you can send an email to production@sheepinspace.com, and they can get their information there.
Yeah, they'll get to the MINIfest website from sheepinspace.com. Everything links together.
Oh, and you also have a MINIfestDestiny.com as well, so they can go directly there.
Yeah, they can go directly there and see information on it. If you wanted to put something in, you probably would have to meet up with me this evening or tomorrow morning before I meet with Chris to do the final rundown. We have almost an hour of programming right now, and we're going to run it 3 times at the top of the hour, run the whole program, and then start it over so that people can see the productions. Art video I'm a little bit more flexible on because that's not going to be as set in stone. So if you have something that you think is arty, you know, we can wiggle that one in a little bit better. So we're adjusting the schedule for the main program. There'll be 3 programs running: one inside the theater, one outside, which is the art films, and then upstairs we'll be running 8mm.
Oh,
isn't that kind of cool?
I love 8mm.
Do you have it?
That's old school, baby. I do somewhere.
Somewhere in your vault.
Oh, yeah. I have all of my families.
They're interesting to watch. I have some 16mm that's been digitized that I'm going to run as an art film that is girly movies from the late 50s. They're slightly pin-up, and they're kind of boring. But to look at them, you see the background, you see what the people are wearing, you see the lady's hair, which are kind of over-processed. They are natural. They are real humans with crooked teeth. There's a brand new car in there. The way their clothes are, I just look at them in fascination to see how people lived.
60 years ago.
60? Yeah, it is. 60 years. I get the shivers looking at it, even though it is not particularly entertaining. And there was one piece with a woman watching her breasts. So you guys, if you like to see
breast watching,
I did reduce the amount of breast watching to about 90 seconds.
So time your visit to the Ma.
Yeah, you say, did I miss the breast wash? There's, I think there's 2 sets of naked breasts, maybe 3. I'm not sure.
Ooh, Brooke, this is a family hour. Brooke Bradford.
The objectifying of women, and I believe one of them was having a little drink to get her through the filming process. So it's not very politically correct, but it is quite artistic.
And in a way, a cultural,
I think it's huge.
Historical kind of anthropological.
I have some more 16mm that's been digitized I need to look at that's been, it's from the 20s.
Oh, wow.
So, but I do not believe there is any breast washing in them.
Not in the 20s.
No.
Although, that was a pretty fun time.
They should have been like, hey, here, have this little drink. Loosen you up and get in the bathtub and wash those puppies.
Right, during Prohibition.
Yeah.
Brooke Bradford.
What was the word, I don't know, for alcohol, whiskey and Prohibition, what do they call that?
Bootleg. So, Brooke Bradford, this is in collaboration, correlation with the Santa Cruz Film Festival.
Yes.
Which is happening this year in November.
Yes.
Not May.
No.
It should be happening right now, actually.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool that the MINIfest is happening now to kind of warm you up for the film festival. Kelsey Doyle, who was in the film program here at UCSC, built us a fantastic promo for the film festival, the big film festival. So you got to see that. And she did use some wonderful depth of field. It's very nicely shot. It's wonderfully done. So
excellent.
Yeah.
And are you associated with you work with the Santa Cruz Film Festival?
I'm kind of a minion. I'm a team member. I built the website. I've done some graphics for the film festival, which was a good experience. I've done their Salesforce stuff, so I'm the person that they call on when it involves pictures and the internet.
And so you decided on your own to do the MINIfest Destiny?
Yeah, I went to a seminar at Cabrillo where Nina Simon was talking about ideas for third Fridays and Friday night events. And I thought, well, I'll take that challenge. I'll think of something to do. And I kind of put it together after seeing a lot of people's short videos. I thought, people need to see this stuff that people make. Some of it is so outrageously wonderful. Other stuff is fun. People need to see that. And I thought, okay, it never hurts to ask. And I did. I asked. And I told the film festival, hey, if you want to support me on this, great. I think it's a good thing for everybody.
Oh, I'm sure they loved it.
They had to make sure that I wasn't going to drop the ball or flake out or make them look bad. But it's been so easy. I haven't had any. Knock on wood. Knock on wood. You know how today's been like. Today's been wacky for me, but everything that's going wrong in my life is like, oh, is that all? So
that's a nice way for things to go wrong.
Yeah.
You get all the wackiness out so that Friday you're like everything goes on.
Yeah, I kind of feel like after today I don't have to answer any more questions like, can I put my 3 music videos in? It's like, no. Why? Well, because it's not about you. It's about a lot of people. So how many people have you received entries from? Probably almost 20. 20 people. And some of them have kind of dropped the ball. But, the day's not over. Who knows? That's right. I've been getting emails over the last couple days, and some of them are like, you can just download it from Vimeo. I was like, no. No, you need to make a DVD, baby. Yeah. You got to at least, or give me a file, or anything, I'm not going to download it from YouTube. They're not going to do it. Well, I thank you for the challenge, Brooke. To make a DVD? To make it. No, to make the movie, to make the DVD. The whole movie on making a DVD. Yeah. I made a blog post on how to use FTP. I saw that. Did you? Yes, I did. Was it clear? Yeah, it was very clear, and thank you, because I've kind of stopped using FTP. I just uploaded YouTube. Oh. FTP is free. And file transfer protocol. And it doesn't wreck your files. It doesn't wreck your files. It doesn't render it, which is what YouTube does, and Vimeo, although I do like the way Vimeo renders it better than YouTube. I could probably, not that I'm going to accept any Vimeo videos, but I probably could download something that would be adequate for showing, but I'm not going to do it. So. No, and then when you have to project it, it needs much better resolution than what you're going to get. I think you can get high def material off of either of them, but really, it's still been handled by them. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't think it's as good. We're on the same page with this. Oh, yeah. Guys, actually, I made a DVD yesterday and uploaded to YouTube and looked at them both. And I'm sure. And the DVD looked much better. See, people? See what I'm talking about? Just don't argue with me. I'm not going to take it off of some highly funky website. And this is your funky website, your funky hosting. So, let's see. We just want to make sure everybody knows where they can. This is the last call. Last call for entries for the Santa Cruz First MINIfest Destiny.com. You can go there. The MINIfest
Destiny is a brainchild of Brooke Bradford, who is a local creative service maximizer. She makes media. She does radio. She does video. She does audio. She's a graphic designer and a website designer. And you can see Brooke Bradford's work at sheepinspace.com. So if you want to do an entry, you can go to MINIfestDestiny.com. There's a wonderful, very easy to use form.
Thank you.
It's free.
Yeah.
And then you can send an email if that doesn't work for you at production@sheepinspace.com. And at sheepinspace.com, you'll find all kinds of lovely blogs on different topics.
Yeah.
And some of those are, like you were just mentioning, media. Let's just take a quick gander here.
Gander.
A quick
gander. Let's gander the website.
So you can get, again, the MINIfest Destiny. You can get information about audio, video work, graphics, your radio shows. You have a media blog. That's the one where you discuss why FTP is a really great resource for tools.
Yeah.
For your toolbox for videographers.
Yeah. Yeah. And with server space being so inexpensive now, you can get unlimited web hosting for $5 a month. And then if that hosting company allows you to, you could use that to move files around. And that's what I do. I have an unlimited account that gives me unlimited subdomains, unlimited everything.
I have that too.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of people do.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I'm paying a little more than $5.
Yeah, I'm paying $20.
It's probably more secure. And then we have the Santa Cruz events blog.
Yeah, I have a calendar, and I have a Facebook group. That's really what I want to tell people about, is that it's the Santa Cruz Party Facebook
Santa
group.
Cruz Party.
Are you a member of the party?
I'm not yet, but I want to be.
It's like a party, like a political party. It's a party.
Right on.
I don't think people get that, but I don't care, because it's just a place to post your events.
Right. So it's the Santa Cruz Party.
Yeah, and you need.
So let's party, Santa Cruz Party.
Yeah. You got to join the party.
Right.
Okay.
And so this is a really great resource because there's not enough Santa Cruz events. I mean, you can go to like the rags and good times and that, but
there's not enough time in the world to keep track of everything. I have a calendar. I don't know if you can get to it from there, but there's a calendar on one of my websites that gives Santa Cruz events. See that colorful thing on the right?
There it is.
For radio, you people can find the colorful thing on the right. If you click through that, then you go to a calendar that has Santa Cruz events.
Excellent. Thanks for doing this.
Sure. I've tried to kind of like get somebody to support me financially on the calendar because I think it is a good thing for Santa Cruz, and that's been a challenge, and that's okay. I don't have enough time to keep up with it.
Sounds like a Kickstarter campaign to me. The Santa Cruz Party Kickstarter.
The party needs to get off the ground. Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to mention that students get into the MINIfest for $3 on Friday night.
Oh, we're not supposed to mention tickets. So.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Never mind, folks. So more information about entrance at the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History this Friday at 5 o'clock. Everybody, you want to come, you can go to MINIfestDestiny.com.
You can come in a costume if you want.
You can come. You're inviting the audience and participants to come in costume.
There's no pressure, though.
It's funny.
Maybe your normal dress is a costume. Maybe I'm gonna dress up like Stan Laurel. See this? Do I look like him?
Yeah, you look like him.
So I'm going to dress up, and hopefully I meet
Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah. There's like
that's going way
what?
Back.
What I don't know, man. What are you talking about?
Laurel and Hardy.
Then you have to Google Stan Laurel and Hardy, and then you might actually.
He was the thin one. Oh no, he's the big one.
He's
the fat one. You're not
Ollie
fat
was
though.
Fat one. Ollie was a fat one, but he has kind of a Hitler mustache because that was fashionable.
It was pre-Hitler.
There's some cool World War I comedy from Laurel and Hardy where they're in a a trench, and they don't know the war is over. So you could pass your history class because you watched Laurel and Hardy.
Is it a silent?
I don't remember. It's been a long time since I saw it.
Yeah. I'm going to have to look that up. Brooke Bradford. Thank you.
Laurel and Hardy.
So we've got what else you got going? You got the MINIfest Destiny happening this Friday.
Something that's kind of cool that I'm kind of involved in, and I've messed up a little bit, is the TEDx Youth that's going on in Watsonville.
That's right. That's happening this weekend?
Yeah, it's on Sunday.
That's
so
right.
I want to tell you all about that. Maybe I can redeem myself. I have to redo the whole program. I messed up the printed program. I got to go home and fix that. But that has nothing to do with the continuity of the actual program, so you should go to that.
This is TEDx Youth Watsonville. High school students awesome. Have put together pretty much. They have an adult leader, but it's
Lori
been
Butterworth.
That's right, Lori Butterworth. This has been something helped by TEDx Santa Cruz,
yes,
as well.
Yeah,
and this is their first youth. Here in the Monterey Bay, I'd say. I don't think there's any. This is the first of the youth coming out, and it's coming out of Watsonville. It'll be at the Mello Center?
At the Mello Center, and it's a complete mix of people. They have people that have walked away from gang life, but are trying to get away from gang life. That will be talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, shivers. And then other people that are going to MIT. I mean, it's a complete range. It's high school, what high school was like, where you had the brain and the geek and the rich guy and the people that are having trouble staying in school.
So when you say that you've been working on the program, you've seen who are the speakers?
Yeah. There's Folklorico, and there's the Santa Cruz Ballet Company. So there'll be 2 performances. There'll be a musician, there'll be a rapper, and then a lot of speakers and a lot of singing. You know, TEDx is a pretty happy, invigorating event.
And informative. Tremendously.
Open, which is what I'm all about. People being able to get up and say what's real. So it'd be really interesting to see what a 16-year-old has to say about life in Watsonville from their different perspectives.
It's wonderful. And that is, again, this Sunday, May 19th, in Watsonville at the Mello Center. What time does it start at, Brooke Bradford?
It starts at 10, runs from 10 to 3.
10 to 3.
That seems like a short amount of time, so you probably should check the Watsonville. It's TEDxYouthWatsonville.org, I believe. You should check the website and make sure that I got everything correct. But you can Google it and you will find it. And you can find it through the Santa Cruz TEDx website as well.
TEDx Youth Watsonville. Again, that starts this Sunday, May 19th at 10 o'clock at the Mello Center. How many presentations are there?
I did 2 whole pages.
So there's a lot of them. Wow.
25 people. That's where I messed up the program, is I made it too big, and now I got to make it readable on 8 by 10, 8.5 by 11. I'm human. I tell you, some things I do really well, and other things like, whoa.
Mistakes happen.
Yeah, well.
But it's great that you're working with TEDx. Youth Santa Cruz. TEDx Youth Watsonville. Yeah, they did a lot of it alone.
Yeah. Yeah, those TEDx things, I guess that's the way they kind of roll, is that you follow the rules and you do it yourself. You have to make it look like a TEDx event. Right,
and that's where TEDx Santa Cruz came in and was able to make sure that the presentations are of that TEDx or TED-ish format.
TEDalicious.
8 to 16
TEDx
minutes. TEDalicious.
TEDx delicious.
Brooke Bradford, local artist, videographer, media maker, website maker, and organizer of this Friday, May...
Leader of the party.
Power Santa Cruz party.
Party.
Brooke Bradford, she's got her first, hopefully this will be the first of many.
I think so.
MINIfest Destiny this Friday, May 17th at 5 o'clock at the Santa Cruz Museum of Art and History. Come down, folks, and take a look at some fun movies. And then also she is helping with TEDx Youth Watsonville, happening this Sunday, May 19th, starting at 10 o'clock at the Mello Center. Highly recommend it, folks. If you need more information, TEDx Youth Watsonville.org. You can go to TEDxSantaCruz.com. There'll be information there. Brooke Bradford, you probably have some information on that at your website, which is at sheepinspace.com.
No.
No, okay.
I can run home and do it, though.
Hey, take a look at her website anyway. She's got a lot of great information, great resource, and a Santa Cruz calendar. And I want to thank you for your work, Brooke.
Thanks.
I hope it's really been great meeting you. I hope you can come back on. And
Yeah, we come up and annoy you some more and annoy your listeners and talk about wacky things that I want to do. I'm full of ideas, you know. Sometimes people let me do them, and that's great.
Lovely.
Yay!
So I'll see you Friday.
Yeah. Come. You're going to dress as
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah. No. You want me to go as Audrey Hepburn? No, Katharine Hepburn.
Katharine. But she like stuttered at the end of her life.
Yeah, she did a little head bopping.
You could do. I watched Mommy Dearest. Who was that?
Oh, Joan Crawford.
Joan. You could walk around and go, "You don't even know who you're dealing with."
There you go, folks. Hey, thanks for listening, and stay tuned. I'm going to be speaking with Chris McGilvery next.
McGilvery.
Thanks a lot, everybody.